After trading for nearly a year, I put my trading strategy to the biggest test: 10 Apex accounts, $500 of risk with one goal in mind: my first payout. It started off pretty strong, and then one moment changed the entire week. By the end, every single account was gone, and the trade that would have changed everything was missed. If you plan on day trading or even copy trading, what happened to me could happen to you. So stick around to the end, learn from my mistake, because here's how my biggest week turned into my biggest failure. First day trading 10 Apex accounts, and we started off with an L. Pre-market, before we even started live streaming this day, we already was down a risk factor. I really do believe I needed that L though, because after the L, I calmed down. I calmed way down, like we got real chill. In fact, on this day particularly, we didn't trade majority of the rest of the session. Literally, we just really sat here for hours. I'm leaned back, chilling, yawning, mouth wide open. Like after about 2 hours of waiting, we finally get into our first trade. I feel like this was really good decision making in this moment. Like we already up 1,000. We were already shooting for a 2-to-1, not wanting to be greedy for the full TP. Like at that point, yo, I'm risking a few $100 for, shoot, thousands. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think this was really smooth going ahead and taking this trade off and going ahead and taking that profit, man. Like great trade management right there too. You can have them couple $100. You can have them $100. Give me my profit. Look how that thing started pulling back. Look how that thing started pulling back. I'm glad I got my profit. I'm glad I got my profit. I'm glad I got my profit. Give me my money. Give me my money. Give me my money. Give me my money, money. With that trade closed, I was up about, might as well say $600 across 10 accounts. So nearly $6,000 across them all, man. And this was super, man, this moment right here was super important for me because once again, it's like, it's letting me know the potential that I can get to trading 10 accounts at once. Like literally one trading day can literally be 5 to 10 grand, depending on the profit on the day. Just the power of copy trading, man. But I definitely soon learned that just as big as the reward, so is the risk. On this second trading day, this was pretty interesting here. So literally we only had one valid setup to only show, and this was going to be the only trade that I would have taken after about an hour or so of waiting and having to be to work early this day at the 9 to 5. And literally it just did not come back to my entry point. And after that, it was just a no trade day. Based off how these charts moved as well, literally would have been up another $1,000 across all 10 accounts. So that would have brought our total profit up to like 1,500. But yeah, we just wasn't in on this trade. It looked like it almost came down to it though, but it just didn't come down far enough. Now, day number 3 was amazing. So this was tough, man. Like I was in on this pre-market trade here, and I'm talking about little to no drawdown. It did get a little scary at a certain point, but literally went straight to TP. Ooh, got a little steam on the sale now. We're gonna see what they want to do. Hit that previous day low. So we got a fight here. Almost a TP here. 800. Boom, TP hit. Let's get it. Let's get it. And it went up further. Yeah, man, I can't give up on this trading thing. I can't give up on this trading thing. 1,000 across 10 accounts. Bro. 10 Banskis? Oh my goodness. Like the potential of trading. And see, this is why I'm just so locked in and I've like learned so much, because I truly believe this can change things for me and my family. Like, oh my goodness, bro. One thing I will say about this day, I do feel like a mistake that was made was actually taking another trade. Like if I just made $1,000 across 10 accounts, why would I be trying to trade again? And that was definitely to my detriment. Ended up getting wicked out, but I will say, I do think a better stop loss would have been under this structure right here instead. Definitely a way better stop loss, and that's literally price, like it swept previous day low one more time, respected this structure here, and then brought up. So even here, I think this is still a solid loss within plan. I do think a better stop loss would have definitely had us in the money, up another 1,000, and missed opportunity cost. So this basically took my $10,000 day and turned it into like a $5,000 day. with that extra trade. Again, it was a trade within plan, and then again with that proper stop loss, we would have been up another grand as well. So even at this point, between the 500 that we're actually up, and now we basically secured 2 risk factors in on this eval. We're nearly 50% done with the eval here. And I will say, man, again, if I would have probably just waited until another day or just had a better stop loss, we probably would have been, shoot, 1 trade away, right? Just this simple execution thing right here, because we were already up 1,000, and then I already up 500 from another day, and then I would have been able to make this $1,000 trade. We would have been at 2,500 on a $3,000 profit target, 500 away from the goal at this point, right? Now, this 4th day is where things get crazy at. This is where things literally fall apart. So my first mistake is I took the limit. Oh my gosh. Looking back at this, this is wild. When I take the trade off, there shouldn't have been no second guessing in the first place. That's no longer a valid setup because, again, I already got the breaking structure. Now we got to change a character onto the downside. I shouldn't have even been considering, oh, is this entry still valid or not? Let me see what it looked like. I shouldn't have even been trying to set up a limit order right here, to be honest with you. Nevertheless, I was contemplating like, yo, is this a valid setup still? Because it is low-key coming back to my entry spot, right? So we didn't submit this order, but we lined it up. Right now, this just seemed like a different setup, but it would be an overside, underside retest.
Order filled. Order filled.
Order filled. I didn't place no order now. Wait, am I in the trade? And what I probably should have done in this very moment is just hit X on the trade. But instead, I'm trying to like, all right, let me see if it's gonna come back up to break even. That way I don't lose nothing on the trade. And I'm sitting here holding this trade that's just bleeding me dry. Where I lose a whole risk factor where I could have been down $100, right? So I think one thing that if I'm not supposed to be in a certain area, or if I get in on accident, immediately exit that trade. I don't care about the loss. I don't care if it's $30, $50, $100, $200. Get out the trade. You wasn't supposed to be in there in the first place, right? At that point, I'm gambling, trying to basically like I'm trying to say, oh, maybe it's gonna come back till I can at least get to break even. And no, right? You wasn't supposed to be in. Take that on the chin. Whatever the loss is, just get out the trade, because the worst case is it go completely against you. Who says it's gonna pull back? Right? It goes completely against you and you get knocked in the mouth, right? Like I did. I got punched dead in the mouth with this trade over a technical error, but also I'm looking at this as a self error because, again, why was I second guessing an area that I already deemed, hey, I can't enter in on this no more? And in terms of the technical error that I'm referring to, Trade Sinker is stupid weird. Whereas if you try to place a limit order, even though if you look on TradingView, here, when you place a limit on TradingView, you submit the order by hitting the buy button. But Trade Sinker don't care about none of that. It cares, did you place a limit, yes or no? And regardless if you submitted it or confirmed the order via this buy button, it does not matter. Like, they're going to think that there's a limit here. So even though you didn't submit it on TradingView, it's submitted on that Trade Sinker, man, and it ruined everything, man. So that's a big L for Trade Sinker. A lot of big people have been telling me about Trade Copia or Trade Copia. I may end up looking into that, and then shoot, if I do, I'll probably let y'all know how that goes. All right. So we come to the second trade of this day here, right after a liquidity sweep of Asia low. Man, I still thought this was a pretty good trade here. We got a nice sweep of Asia low. I thought this was a change of character. I was willing to chin it, believing that this was a change of character based off of, right, like these candles coming above this area. And this trade here was a loss, right? Like, straight up loss. And I can chin these. Like, I'm not even tripping on this loss, right? But during this moment here, I got a decision to make, which is, okay, I'm down 1,000. I'm basically down 2 risk factors. And in my trading plan, I have a rule. Like, if I'm ever down 2 R on the day, I get 3 trades a day. if I'm ever down 2R, I stop trading. This one rule would have literally saved me in past evals. I was debating, was it a valid 2R loss, because my first loss was on a technical bull. But even with that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna stick to my I'm gonna stick to my trading plan. I'm gonna follow my plan, bro. I'm gonna follow my plan. And as I follow my plan, that same buy, oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. It's crazy. It is to the end of the week. They sent me home on the weekend with this, with a missed trade. Boy, they know how to make me upset, boy. That is wild. That's the buy today. Easy. That's the easiest buy. Easiest buy, and I wasn't in it, bro. Trying to be disciplined. Absolute craziest buy. Not only would I have been able to, like, we're talking about 6R here, and this right here would have put us all the way back up. We would have been one risk factor away from passing everything with these 10 Apex accounts. Because my rule of -2R stop trading, I did not take this trade. Even I had it all lined up though. All lined up. I was like, yo, this is the buy. Had it all lined up. Didn't even take the trade. Why? -2R. But the 2R was because of the technical crap. With that crazy L that we had to stomach through the weekend, we come back on a Monday, day 5 of trading 10 Apex accounts, and I'm in on this buy here. And I also have $900 in drawdown left. And I'm in on this buy, and something just said, check the trade sinker. Check the trade copier. Like, check the trade sinker. Make sure you good. Please tell me I'm in all these trades across all these accounts. Oh, boy. I was only in the trade on freaking one account, bro. So, as you can see, I profited a little bit on that trade. Exited the trade, and I said, hey, I'm going to re-enter. I'm going to re-enter. Now I'm copy trading because I done fixed the trade copy or whatever. As I re-enter, you know what's off? My entry is off. Initially, I was here. I would have had a nice contained loss if it reached this right here for about $500, which would have left me with $400, right? But because I re-entered at this spot, my entry is no longer the same, which means my stop loss won't necessarily be the same, and everything else just won't be the same. My take profit won't even be the same. So to compensate for this, especially as I was going to get ready for work or whatever the case is, or getting ready to dress for the stream, I tried to move my stop loss just to give it a little bit more room. Especially me looking at this bullish fair value gap on this side, I'm like, all right, cool. If it breaks this bullish fair value gap, I'm pretty much cooked. I come back and I am basically getting punched on. Oh, wow. Wow. What was that? What was that? Yeah. Got hit with one of those. 1,000 down. Account blown. All 10 of them. Just that quick. 5 days. Trading 10 Apex accounts. After this experience, I do realize that I have a bit of a dilemma. Option A, I can go for lower risk, which I've had the experience of being able to keep accounts 30 plus days. But the issue with that is you can trade something 30 plus days and then the monthly fee for the accounts will still pop up. So you might as well should have just traded it like with a bit of a higher risk if you're going to pay the monthly fee anyway. Then my second option is sort of, well, I can go higher risk with like $500 per trade, but it can end really quickly, like in 5 days. And if it ends that quickly, now you just don't have no accounts and you just sort of like, yo, what to do for the rest of the month? And I don't want to fall in no cycle where I'm just pumping money into these evals without no return on investment. Let me know in the comments what option you think I should go with, more so lower risk or higher risk, down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, and I'm actually doing all of these trades live every single day on my Twitch channel. So after all of that, I did learn one crucial thing. Trade sinker sucks.